everything seems to be working. Okay, so this is Sam & Max Beyond Time and Space on PC. This is the Season 2, then by Telltale Games, and this is Episode 2, Moai Better Blues.
We made pretty good time coming back from the North Pole, eh, Max?
If you say so, Miss Daisy. If I'd been driving, it wouldn't have taken us a whole month to get home.
Well, I've got to go drain the DeSoto.
You should have taken care of that before we left.
Somebody insisted that we drive through the Hudson Bay with the top down.
Oh my, Sybil!
What the hell was that all about?
Unless I miss my guess, Sybil's being pursued by some kind of rogue semi-sentient interdimensional portal.
Yo, Monica! Hi there! Rudy in shouty caps.
Think we should try to help her?
Can't think of anything better to do.
How have you been? We got nothing better to do, Max.
Christmas saved. Santa pronounced dead at the scene.
He's not dead, just in hell.
Probably best
Yep.
if we let the kids just think he's
Stressed.
dead.
Do you still have classes at the moment?
Parakeet revolution quelled.
But I suspect the pigeons are still planning a coup.
But otherwise good. Well, glad to hear it. That at least you're doing good. Ah, yeah, you have classes at the moment. Okay.
Well, well, Jimmy Two-Teeth. We were wondering where you'd scampered off to.
What are you doing just standing there? Stop that thing! It already sucked up Big Otis and T-Bone.
I'd like to talk to Sybil, but...
It's some kind of semi-sentient interdimensional portal.
You might hopefully get a form of part-time job. What would you be doing? What kind of job would that be?
Hey,
If they
Bronco,
like me,
what
that
do you
is.
know about
Oh,
suddenly
how could
appearing
they not like you?
interdimensional portals?
I hear a lot of things. What does it look like?
3 sides, reddish, chasing Sybil.
Oh, what you've got there is a Bermuda
A
Triangle.
Bermuda
Of
Triangle.
course. Why didn't we think of that?
Wait, chasing Sybil? You mean it's here? Oh, that ain't good. That ain't good at all.
Shouldn't the Bermuda Triangle be in Bermuda?
What's the Bermuda Triangle doing all the way up here?
Sometimes they just like to wander. Unless it was summoned by T-H-E-M.
You mean them? Who controls the triangle?
Who summoned the triangle here?
I told you, T-H-E-M.
I really hope you're talking about the giant ants this time.
Giant ants? That's crazy. I'm talking about the mysterious cabal of controllers who summon the triangles as sentient portals to do their dark bidding.
Well, that makes sense.
If there's a triangle
You think
in
that
our
makes sense
neighborhood,
to you?
that means they're coming.
Why does it hate boats and planes? It would be to survey and help out for a company that works with CAD. Ah. Yeah, because you've been doing some of that yourself, I think, up until now.
Why
Or
does
you
the
were
Bermuda
planning to
Triangle
study
have
that,
such
I
a
can't
grudge against all those
quite
boats and
remember the
planes?
finer
Oh, the
details.
triangle got a bad rap for that. Scientists say those accidents were caused by sudden, explosive outbursts of methane gas.
Speaking of which...
Max, don't.
What, Sam? I was going to point out that many phenomena long believed to have paranormal causes have actually turned out to be far more mundane in origin. Only one phenomenon
you wanna
of
work with it.
tremendous power continues to baffle scientists and defy rational explanation.
What's that?
Thanks, Max. What's so bad about a triangle?
Why has the triangle got you so spooked?
It's a bad omen, guys. They're coming for us. I'm going to work even harder to get my emergency bunker in shape, and I recommend you two do the same.
Is our emergency bunker in shape, Max?
It sags a little, but you try looking that good after 2 kids and a Y2K scare.
How do we stop the triangle?
How do we help Sybil?
Once a triangle gets imprinted on you, it's tough to shake it. But they say you can train them if you can figure out how to communicate with them.
How do we talk to the triangle?
How do we communicate with the triangle?
They're very attracted to symbols and sigils.
And Sybils, apparently.
Those two. They're not real picky. They're driven by shapes and colors. A pink rhombus makes it nostalgic for the 50s. A red octagon makes it stop whatever it's doing.
Oh, stop
A blue
sign then.
icosahedron makes it sit in its mom's basement and draw maps of dungeons. And they can't see or hear. So you've got to feed them a symbol of what you want them to do.
Yeah, they were interested, but also wanted me to write something about myself, like why I want to work with it and why I haven't gotten to it before now. Yeah, they're almost like interviewing you for the job, but like remotely, in a written fashion. Sounds like. Just be honest. Like, I mean, in those cases, that's usually the best way to go about it, I find. How do we talk to the triangle again? We'd like to buy something.
We'd like to buy something.
I told you fools last time, the store is closed.
But I've been craving a pack of beef tarts for weeks now.
It's the delicious tangy candy that makes its own gravy. Help us out, Bosco.
My time. I'll never get the bunker ready if you two keep jabbering at me.
You can't close the store, Bosco.
Everything we value was bought or shoplifted from here.
Don't you see? The end is nigh.
Nye?
Yes, nigh. Wandering Bermuda Triangles, strange radio transmissions. Don't you see? It's THEM. They're coming. I have to relocate before it's too late.
Since it's so far away, I will likely get a bus and train pass so I can travel without problems. It's awesome if they can do that. I mean, usually I think these days, well, in a lot of countries anyway, companies that encourage their employees to use public transports to get to work or to use their bike if they have one or something like that instead of having a car and polluting the planet, usually they get like tax reductions or something like that. So they're given incentives to encourage their employees to do so. So usually that's how it goes these days. Well, they're not fooling anyone because they're actually... They would pay their employees more if that money didn't go towards that. But all the same, you know, if it's taken care of, it's one less thing to worry about. It's always good. Plus, it's good for the planet, so...
Keep watching the skies, Bosco.
Always.
Well, gotta find the stop sign.
Sybil's office is closed.
What does she do now, anyway?
I don't know, but whatever it is, she's doing even less of it than usual.
Stinky.
Ow, damn it. Stupid Spot.
Hey, Stinky.
Oh, it's you guys. Hank and Jethro, was it?
Sam and Max, actually.
What are you doing?
What? I was just taking care of some cleaning.
If that's a bloodstain, you should be sure to use... bleach.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What would the bloodstain be doing there? Whee!
This your pipe, Stinky?
Yes, I looted it from the corpse of a 50-foot Sherlock Holmes.
I don't have any quarters.
No problem. The jukebox only takes 20s.
Djembes.
I keep hiring drummers, but they keep combusting. And not slowly over time, either. Spontaneously.
Keep on trucking. Love, Mother T. Not pictured, his right hand. Hey, Gabe Kaplan. Whatever happened to him?
He's been masquerading as Gene Shalit, apparently.
I don't know who these people are.
Peace, love,
Gan-
all that hoo-ha. Gandhi.
Gandhi, on the other hand, I know who that is.
Look, Max, it's our neighbor, Flint Paper.
Hiya, fellas. Keep it on the down low, would ya? I'm doing surveillance.
Oh boy, real detective work!
Who are you spying on?
Some mug, name of Bosco.
So there is actually someone spying on him this time, for real. He's not. It's not just in his head.
Who is this JHC fellow?
Jesus. Mom in
It's
case.
locked.
Or someone's holding it shut from the inside.
I love your optimism, Max.
Well, Mother Teresa and Napoleon, obviously I know who they are. It's just this Jean Chalit, or maybe it's a modified
Hey,
name
Gabe
or
Kaplan.
something.
Whatever happened to him?
It's
He's been
Gabe
masquerading as
Kaplan.
Gene Shalit, apparently.
Yeah, or there's a joke that I just don't get. I don't know. Oh, but there's a stop sign. I was looking at it the whole time.
Can we borrow your sign, Stinky? It's kind of important.
Well, okay. But bring it back. It's a national heirloom. That's the stop sign that would have prevented the Kennedy assassination if Connolly hadn't run it.
Oh, you don't say. Well, how do we present a stop sign to this Bermuda Triangle thingy?
Oh, it stopped.
Oh,
Well,
it
there's
stopped.
another case solved.
Joke
I
not
heard
understood.
screaming. Are you all right, Sybil? My... Whoa! What's happening? I regret nothing!
Abe, no! Be strong, my marble darling. I'll save you.
She's been running away from it
As I
this
was
whole
saying,
time, and now she's
there's
just jumping in
another
it.
case solved, and with minimal casualties.
What do you think's on the other side, Sam?
Oh, I don't know. Probably some horrible alternate dimension ruled by incomprehensibly horrific ancient gods seeking to bring chaos to this plane. You want to jump in?
You can read my mind, Sam.
God, I hope not.
Yay! Here we go! Based on the unfinished teleplay. Ah, crap, I couldn't read. Episode 2 started. Ah, I feel thirsty. Oh. I was wondering what's that crosshair for?
More tropical than I imagined a horrific alternate dimension to be.
Help! Help me! Help!
Oh, you big baby.
But my nose sunburns so easily.
I'll get it for you later. Oh, hi, Sam and Max. Are you guys on vacation too?
Vacation? We came here to rescue you from unimaginable horrors beyond the portal of mystery.
You could have at least had the courtesy to be impaled on spikes or something.
Step aside,
Yeah, true.
Harvey. You're blocking my tan.
Well, thanks for the thought, guys. But this place is great.
What was the name of it again? Rapa Nui?
Ah, Easter
Rapa
Island.
Nui, the crux of all paranormal activity in the South Pacific, commonly known as Easter Island. Because once you leave, 3 days later, you can't wait to come back.
Abe and I thought this would be a great chance to get some alone time.
Emphasis on alone.
Ah, finally, someone has come to rescue us from the ancient prophecy.
Whoa, they talk?
Uh-oh, Sam. Ancient prophecies can only mean two things. Tedious backstories and work we don't get paid for.
Let's hear them out, little buddy.
Well, all right. Maybe these giant stone heads have something interesting to say.
What's all this about a prophecy?
The Ancient One said this was going to happen. It's the end of our civilization. But you can stop the prophecy and save us all.
The one that's half buried has dirt in its mouth or something. What's the prophecy?
What exactly does this prophecy say is going to happen?
The carvers foretold a golden age of 1,000 years of peace.
Don't you have
And
peace now?
then a terrible cataclysm. The great volcano.
I love Sam and Max
Cow
in
would
part for
will
that reason.
awaken And rain fiery death upon the island. Our noble civilization would
For the
come
jokes.
to an end.
Hot damn!
Sounds like we picked the coolest time to come.
The game I was playing a little bit before, Chicken Police, was quite good too with its jokes. It was not the focus of the game like it is here, but the ones I understand anyways.
What do you want us to do?
You must stop Ronikow from erupting and destroying us all. Legends speak of a hidden cave beneath the island where the ancient carvers built a means to pacify the volcano god.
In the mood for a little spelunking and volcano god pacifying, little buddy?
If by pacifying you mean squeezing the magma out of him like toothpaste from a savagely beaten tube, and by spelunking you mean spelunking, then yes!
We'll take the case.
We'll take the case.
Not like I have any choice
What does
anyway.
that mean?
Like the Hawaiian word aloha, it can mean many things like hello, goodbye, or, as in this case, we're not going to pay you.
Deadbeat really is the universal language.
Well, I don't know. Let's squeeze as
Does the
much
prophecy
information
say
out of
anything
these guys
else?
as we can.
Oh, there's a pretty good recipe for basalt brownies in there, but
Basalt
the volcano
brownies.
eruption and the end of civilization are the most interesting parts.
Does the prophecy mention us? Who are you guys anyway? Yeah, does the prophecy mention us? I want to know.
How about us? Does the prophecy mention us?
Not that I recall. Oh, there's the creation of the world. Then nothing until the iPod, followed by the fall of civilization.
Not even a passing reference?
Oh, right. There is that bit about the coming of the shoeless dog and the horrifying mouth that walks, who would appear in the final days to wreak mayhem on the island.
I knew it! That makes an even dozen, doesn't it, Sam?
At least. What Paris Hilton is to celebrity gossip blogs, Max is to ancient prophecies of the apocalypse.
Well, yeah, some of the jokes are very much 2007. Yeah, that can't be helped, I'm afraid. But we still know who Paris Hilton is, even these days. Just, maybe she doesn't have any gossip blogs anymore, I can't tell. Where's the cave of the volcano god?
Where is this ancient hidden underground cave?
It's hidden.
Cool it, Rocky. We were asking the middle one.
Unfortunately, he is correct. The entrance to the cave is shrouded in mystery, and the path is fraught with peril.
Fraught with peril or just rife with peril?
This is the kind of thing we need to know going in.
It doesn't matter, you'll never find it.
Well, yeah, well, this is a valid question. It's even funnier now that we know that her stupidity was all an act.
Ancients used them to transport the sacred stones and to travel all throughout the world.
And for practical jokes, which weren't funny.
Ever think about rhinoplasty?
Have you heard the good news about rhinoplasty?
What
She
are
fooled
you
us all.
doing?
Oh, nothing. It's good you're not bound by the conventions of traditional beauty.
I'm just the way the carvers made me.
Okay, so long.
Max and I will find a way to stop that volcano.
Oh, good. Then we'll be able to go back to our important work of sitting motionless and staring. At least we have something to look forward to.
Alright then. Ooh. Lost and
Look at all
found.
this junk that's been sucked into the Bermuda Triangle.
Anything good?
Want to read the second half of the 20 Commandments?
Nah, I only support omnipotent deities when I'm the deity.
What's that? Fountain of Youth.
Make a wish, Sam!
Yikes.
I
Piranhas.
wish there wasn't a deadly piranha swimming in it.
I never wish that about anything.
The only thing that survived from the SS Minnow.
Did they ever find all those irritating castaways?
Nobody ever looked.
No, does that exist? Is that something that actually exists? The SS Minnow?
Let's see what else is in here. Hey, Jane Austen's lower jaw.
Don't get too excited. We're still 2 tibias shy of a complete set.
The SS Noah's Ark. Ah, it does. The SS
What's
Noah's
left
Ark.
of Noah's Ark?
So the legends are true. Someone really was crazy enough to save mosquitoes from extinction. And humans.
Live and learn.
It's possible. The name sort of rings a bell, but I can't say that I am knowledgeable enough about the finer
Sam,
details.
Look, clues!
My wilderness tracking skills have gotten rusty, but something tells me this just might be the ancient entrance to the secret underground lair of the volcano god.
Where do you two think you're going?
Oh, Sam, he's got a little gun. Isn't he the cutest thing? Can we keep him?
Try not to get imprinted or shot, Max. We still don't know who this little tyke belongs to.
Jimmy Hoffa belongs to nobody.
You can't be Jimmy Hoffa.
You can't be Jimmy Hoffa. Jimmy Hoffa was a ruthless union organizer and head of the Teamsters in the 50s and 60s, known for his ties to organized crime and his mysterious disappearance.
Good recap, Sam. Also,
The SS
Jimmy
Minnow.
Hoffa wasn't a
M-I-N-N-O-W.
I'm not a baby.
Look at the way his little thumb pulls back the hammer. He's adorable.
People always showing me disrespect. I should never have started drinking from that fountain of youth.
What fountain of youth? I just saw it.
What fountain of youth are you talking about?
That fountain right there, Brainiac.
You expect us to believe the fountain of youth is on Easter Island?
I can't believe it. I can't believe how perfect he is.
I like how happy he is. You came for the waters? It's fictive? Ah, okay. Fair
You've
enough.
been hitting the fountain water a little hard, haven't you?
I do partake on occasion, yes. That's my business.
He likes his fountain of youth water, doesn't he? Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
A little bit.
Ah, from a sitcom? Ah, okay. So it was a reference to sitcom then. Is baby sleepy? Move it, short stuff. What'd you drink so much?
Why'd you drink yourself back to infancy?
Look, I ain't got no problem, so don't go saying that I do. It's just a little discretion is required. Drink too little, and you have to go through puberty again. Too much, and bada bing!
Step aside, sport. We grown-ups have to take care of a great big mean old volcano god.
You and your companion will be wanting to take a step back.
Oh, look, he's trying to intimidate us. He's just perfect. Please, let's take him home.
Not now, Max.
Then when, Sam? My biological clock is ticking, and I'm not getting any younger.
Is baby sleepy?
Is baby getting fussy? Is it his bedtime?
Stop it!
I wonder if his precious little skull is soft and malleable like a real baby's. How can we find out?
Is baby gassy?
Is baby gassy? Does baby need to be burped?
Get out of here!
Maybe we need to give him his milk so that he's gonna go to sleep and let us pass. Give us that gun.
We'll give you a nice big rattle for that dumb old gun of yours.
I mean, it's the
You
kind of
two
logic that this
seriously
kind of
trying
game
my patience.
likes to go for,
Sam,
anyway.
let's teach him the wrong words for things.
We're going bye-bye now. Bye-bye.
Just stay gone if you know what's good for you.
Sam, look how his little eyes and the barrel of his gun follow us. I could squeal.
Tiny Ticky.
Looks like we've stumbled into some primitive tiki bar, Max.
Woo! Spring break! Woo!
Pipe down, chucklehead.
Oh, I was hoping to get into a Lagomorphs Gone Wild video.
Nagamorph's gone wild.
Haven't seen you around before.
Sam, they're all babies.
Stay calm, Max. They're more frightened of you than you are of them. Purely decorative.
Wipe out.
Want to see how I won all those surfing trophies back in school?
No, I don't want to see you cry to the PE teacher and then beg me to club your competitors in the knees. Why?
Oh, you're just jealous of my
Tiki's
more
always
fraudulent
make me
center
think of
gravity.
Crash.
Watch this.
What about? It's surfing time. As the surfboard bucks back and forth, use your mouth or the arrow keys to Dutch flying bottles.
Watch out for flying bottles.
Radical.
Ow! Give me a chance to understand the controls at
True
least.
surfers don't lose, pal. We just bide our time and hop on the next wave.
True surfers don't flail their arms and shriek like startled raccoons either. I'm pretty sure you lost.
Prepare to have your socks knocked off, little pal.
I don't wear socks, Sam.
Just humor me. I feel better pretending that you're not naked.
Oh, if I just remained tilted to the right, I would have dodged
The
it.
sun was in my eyes.
Yeah, true. That's right. Yeah, the sun was in my eyes. Okay, I give up. Murray, is that you?
Alas, Gene Krupa. I knew him. Alas,
Yeah, okay, it's the same joke every time. Steel band.
nothing says remote tropical island like the kettle drum.
Except dysentery.
Dysentery. Yeah, you need to boil the water first. Baby Glenn Miller?
Hiya, boys. You're new here, right?
Sam and Max, freelance volcano stoppers.
Well, gosh, I'm glad to meet you. I'm Glenn Miller. Well, maybe you boys can help me out.
You were missing? What's Benny Goodman like?
What's Benny Goodman like in person?
Well, Benny could do things with a clarinet that nobody else could. Well, thank God. One night after a show in New York, well, I'll just tell you, it was the damnedest thing I ever saw, and leave it at that. Well, there's a lady present.
What's Count Basie like? I don't get
Was
all
Count
the
Basie
references.
really
Benny
a
Goodman, I know
vampire?
who that is, but
Golem,
this one I don't know.
actually, but we never held that against him.
Those were simpler times.
You're a missing person?
We thought you were dead.
Yeah, I get that a lot. I was here 20 years before I believed I wasn't really dead.
Hated to break it to you, Glenn, but all that hot playing was getting annoying.
How'd you end up here?
I was on a mission for the Air Force, and I flew here.
You mean your plane was sucked through a portal into an alternate dimension and deposited here?
No, just got kind of lost and crashed on Easter Island. You ever get a song stuck in your head and you can't get it out? It's downright distracting.
Why haven't you left?
Why didn't you ever go back home?
I can't go back now without a big comeback hit. It'd be anticlimactic.
What do you need help with?
With
Well,
composing a
I'm
song?
trying to find just that perfect sound for my next big hit.
Oh, is that all?
Thanks, Max.
Oh, well, gee, thanks, but I don't want to just put out a repeat of my early stuff. It's got to be new and fresh. But I'm stuck on two things. I need a catchy melody, and I need a good train sound.
You need a melody and a train whistle?
You need a melody and a train whistle for your song?
Oh, you bet. I'm pulling out all the stuff.
That burn from the
This
developers?
song's gonna be about all the things the kids are into these days.
What? Why?
Trains.
I don't get it.
And sock hops, swing dancing, methamphetamines.
But how are we going to find a new melody? You've been here 60 years and haven't been able to.
Give me a break, guys. I'm teething. Baby Lindbergh baby tells me that electronic music is popular now. Maybe I should try that.
Keep on rocking, Glenn.
Word.
Bone Xylophone.
Where did you find so many femurs?
My old horn section. Say hello to Jack, Don, and Rochester.
That's awful.
Oh, tell me about it. Well, these guys still can't hold the high notes.
A mallet.
If I had a hammer.
Oh, you can take that mallet if you want. I was going to use it for percussion, but I decided to go in a different direction.
Any direction that doesn't involve hitting things with hammers is no direction I want to go. Thank you and good day, sir.
What, do you have to hammer the xylophone with the mallet? That's just one note, though.
Nothing says remote tropical island.
Yeah. I got it the first time. He asked for a new melody. Max made fart sounds, and he said, no, it needs to be a new melody. Can't sound like my earlier works. Ah, that's what you meant, yeah. Hello, babies.
Hi, fellas. What brings you to our little slice of paradise?
Sam and Max, freelance police, ma'am. And we're here to stop a volcano. You babies are in danger.
Shut up. We're not babies. God.
He's right. Pleased to meet you, boys. Don't be fooled by the diapers. We've been around the block a few times. My name's Amelia Earhart. You've already met Mr. Charles Lindbergh Jr.
Whatever.
And that other fella is one Mr. Dan Cooper.
Hey, how
Name
you
rings a
doing?
bell.
Call me DB. Everybody does. Did y'all fly out here? Woohoo!
You've been missing forever. You don't look like your photos. What's to do around here?
What gives? You guys have been missing for decades.
That's the funny thing about this island. It's easy to lose track of time.
You don't call, you don't write. You've had conspiracy theorists and documentary filmmakers worried sick.
Whatever. You can't tell us what to do.
Why haven't you gone home?
And ruin a clean getaway? Heck no.
They don't understand me at home. My parents are so stupid.
And I made a drink order in 1973. I'm not leaving until I get some service.
You look younger than in your pictures.
It's that dang fountain. Once you start drinking from it, you can't stop.
We had to put the fountain off limits, or we would have drunk ourselves out of existence. Ironic, ain't it? I made my reputation being a woman unafraid to wear pants, and now I'm wearing rubber pants.
Diapers are the new black.
It must have been a big adjustment going back to wearing diapers.
Well, not for me. When you're in my line of work, it helps to have some extra protection, if you know what I'm saying. Did I ever tell y'all about how I dodged them feds and jumped out of a jumbo?
Only like 1,000,000 times.
Okay, yeah,
Cheer
well,
up, kids.
don't think this is gonna do me any good. Tiki glass. Water dispenser?
Water. Ingredients, artificial colors, flavors, preservatives, and water.
Yeah, because water has ingredients. Tea kettle.
The fire's not intense enough to boil the water.
More fire! More fire!
Then let's get passy fire. Kerosene, pepper spray, dihydrocapsaicin, and wasabi, I think, or the ingredients. No, not on the kettle, on the fire. Silly.
The fire's not intense enough to boil the water.
More fire! More fire!
I didn't click on the right thing. Ah, yeah, wasabi. Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna work the way I want to now that I put the wrong thing in the kettle.
Pardon me, boys. Was that the Rapa Nui choo-choo?
Yeah.
No, it's just an eerily accurate simulacrum of a train whistle we constructed out of everyday household items.
Don't say simulacrum.
Well, that's perfect. That's just the sound I need for my big hit. Well, now I'm just stuck on the melody. Help me with that, would you?
Okay. The next order of business is to go back to town. Through the big triangle of doom.
Hello, we're Sam and Max, freelance police. What do you do?
I'm the guardian of the stone.
What was that? I can't understand you.
I said I'm the guardian of the stone.
Still can't understand you. Speak a little more clearly.
I said... Ah!
Oh. Maybe I will have to use that at some point. Hey, come on. Here.
Howdy, cops. Anything new in the auto body business?
Do you want to have ladies love you and men want to be you?
Naturally.
Make that dream a reality with our brand new car horn.
With a captivating melody composed
And this
by
is the
a
melody I
resident
need.
musical maestro. OMFG, I want one!
OMFG, I want one.
Enough with the sales pitch. How much?
It is not for sale. Denied!
We're sorry. The Synthotronic Audio Enhancer is available exclusively to beta testers of our new augmented reality game.
What's that? Tell us about their new game.
Tell us about this new game you're working on.
That is correct. It will revolutionize the entire industry.
A music-based video game.
Boom! We are sorry. Did we just blow your mind?
Sounds fun. I don't like to brag, but my prowess at Banjo Legend Extreme is pretty renowned.
Banjo Legend Extreme?
And I've been banned from 27 local arcades for playing Forbidden Dance Insurrection in ways the designers never intended.
Does not compute. You are saying that music video games already exist? Failure!
Guitar Hero was pretty popular at the time, though that's kind of disappeared off the map these days. Know anything about Easter Islands? Can we play your game? What's new around here?
How do we play this game of yours?
In a world where folk music instruments litter the mean streets,
I need none of your business in my life. His strong voice is just perfect.
Don't we have to destroy the bagpipes at the right time, earning more points the closer we get to being in rhythm with the soundtrack?
That's way too complicated! Calculating that would require processing power far beyond error, not a number.
just destroy all the bagpipes to win our exclusive new car horn.
Chip A is also very cute.
Would you like to play our game?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Not like I have any choice.
Hello, and welcome to the Pimplicar Music Challenge. Your goal is to drive over the bagpipes, and only the bagpipes.
Avoid the accordions.
Thanks to advances in nanotechnology and the dark
Well, that was an accordion.
You can now drive using a computer keyboard in addition to your mouse. Ready? Go!
Where are the bagpipes? I only see accordions. Okay, there they are. So silly. It's the new Guitar Hero. What beautiful music to my ears. Well, isn't that it?
Congratulations, you are a winner!
Game over? You won a horn? Oh, yeah, but it says game over, but it's not game over in that sense. Yeah, right, okay.
Congratulations, you've won the exclusive Pimplicar Audio Enhancement Accessory!
Amateur friends! Be sure to come back soon and play again.
But Sam!
Don't worry, Max. I'll put it back before we go cruising again.
Where are we going, Sam?
Let's play Bagpipe Obliteration Ultimate. Let's just drive around, never mind.
Never mind.
Alright. Jump back inside the Triangle of Doom. And then bring them back to Glen Miller, I guess. I haven't really talked to Sybil and Abe Lilkin either. Okie dokie, Monica. Mr. Miller.
Hey, Glenn, listen to this action.
That's fantastic. Who wrote it? Bring him with you so I can work with him full time.
I don't think he'd like it here.
No outlets.
Well, in any case, that's the perfect melody for my new hit. Let's get started making musical history, boys. There's a demo on that conch shell. This is going to be huge.
Are we going to get a producer credit?
I don't know why I needed that. I thought I was maybe gonna get something different, but oh well. Okay, never mind. Whee!
Bang! Bang!
It's a gold gong.
Wait, what? Wait, there's multiple ones. Gong.
Does the prophecy say anything else?
Oh, there's a pretty good recipe for basalt brownies in there, but the volcano the end of
Yeah, you already said that.
Keep up the good work.
Irana Kurua.
Take a listen to this.
Oh, is it another of Glenn Miller's recordings? I've probably already heard it.
It's the hot new sound that's sweeping the nation. Crank it up, Sam.
This isn't bad. It's got a good beat. It could do without the train sound, but the rest, it's downright toe-tapping.
What is that enchanting whistling sound?
Uh-oh. Troubles are brewing.
Are you even listening to me?
You'd probably make more friends if you'd just enunciate more clearly.
Ah, there we go. No more piranhas.
Anybody have any malt vinegar?
Do I now need to, Well, hold on. Let me check out the Fountain of Youth over there.
It's the Fountain of Youth. It's the Fountain of Youth.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind, then I thought maybe I can get some now or something, but... Can I use it on me? What's gonna happen then?
Drink it all, little buddy. All the good youth is at the bottom. Well, did it work?
I guess so. I think your music sucks and I want to stay out all night.
You already do that, Chowderhead. Now let's hurry up before our voices start changing.
I don't know if that served any purpose. There you go.
What are you guys doing?
Were you kissing? Ew!
Sybil and Lincoln sitting on the sand.
Sucking face because he ain't got hands.
So, Abe, what do you say we never ever have children?
Couldn't agree more.
Can I change back?
What happened, Sam? I feel a sudden urge to vote Republican.
We're not as young as we used to be, Max. The fountain's effects wear off quickly.
I suddenly feel an urge to vote Republican. Diaper rash dispenser. Talcum powder. Bourbon. What have I done? I clicked outside the window.
Oh, Abe, isn't it beautiful with that gentle breeze and that melody in the air? Abe, ever since those heads started talking, you haven't heard one word I've said.
Right. What? Oh, I mean, did they talk? I hadn't noticed.
So anyway, for our next vacation,
Hey, Wendy. Sybil, have you ever thought about getting some surgery done?
What?
I was thinking, if you had your nose stretched out some, maybe squared off the head a little, you'd look fantastic. Not that you don't look nice now, of course.
That is it! You've done nothing but stare at her this entire time.
Come on, I'm a man. I'm not made of stone. Well, you know what I mean.
Oh, I know what you mean, all right.
You're just in a mood.
No, I'm not. I will long remember what you said here, and I will never forget what you did here. I just can't believe you'd insult me like this. And on my birthday.
Did somebody say birthday?
That came out of nowhere. Was that because of the mariachi?
Wow.
And again, I forget to bring my video camera.
That came out of nowhere. That was a bit weird. The thing with the mariachi and all.
Want a drink, Mr. Hoffa?
Jimmy Hoffa cannot accept a drink from non-union wait staff.
Do you want it in your sippy cup?
I want it served by a dues-paying member of the Waitresses Union.
How do we get into the Waitresses Union?
Fortunately for you, I am the union leader and also dues collector.
Yeah, I know a setup when I see one. I suppose you want a favor to let us in the union.
Prove you can keep from spilling on the paying customers. Take a tray of drinks and ride the bucking surfboard without dropping anything.
Oh, no. No. Did I get the tray, by the way? Is it in my inventory now? Ah, yeah, there it is. Oh, so I will have to get this right.
Crack at that surfboard.
It's surfing time! As the surfboard bucks back and forth, use your mouth or the arrow keys to dodge flying bottles, but don't lean forward or backward too far, or the bottle will fall off the tray.
Watch out for flying bottles!
But I don't get it.
The sun was in my eyes.
I'm afraid he's gonna
The sun
fall.
was in my eyes.
Ride it.
Well, there, it fell. Because I leaned to one side for too long. Aww.
The sun was in my eyes.
I should use the mouse, I think. But lean the other way. I wanted to bring the
sun was in my eyes.
the baby bottle back to the center of the tray. I hate this.
The sun was in my eyes.
Especially because of how repetitive it is.
Watch out for flying bottles.
Oh, wait! Hot damn! Hot dang! You rode that thing like Marion Davies at the Hearst Castle.
Now do it with me on your head.
Not unless one of the babies lets you borrow his diaper. You're too easily startled.
Okay, well, they all witnessed it. Does that mean I can go back to the other guy now?
How about that, Hoffa? Didn't drop a single bottle.
Impressive, I must admit. All right, you're in. You're lucky I'm very thirsty. Now get me a drink.
Well, I have one, don't I? Oh, but yeah, no, never mind. Yeah, okay, no, I got it. I got it. If you make him, oh crap! If I make him even younger, that should do the trick. Getting rid of the guy.
Thank you. This tastes familiar. I can't place exactly where... Oh, wait. I remember.
Sorry, Max. I know you were getting attached to the little guy, but it's for the good of the island.
Attached to who? Oh, right. Did he leave his gun?
Yay! Let's get in the underground cave.
Anybody home?
We're here to fix your volcano god.
Interlopers! You dare violate our most
Ew.
sacred sanctuary!
You're all in danger. The volcano's going to erupt.
I don't like how their tentacles move.
You threaten defeat! You must answer to our leader, the High Priest!
Holy moly!
Mighty Kamehameha doing donuts in a splintered paddle boat. Look, Max, it's the spectral form of Mr. Spatula.
That's just our dead goldfish.
Blasphemy! You anger, High Priest! Almighty One, what be the punishment? High Priest has spoken. You to be executed.
That's not what I heard.
Now hang on.
What you have say for self?
Mr. Spatula is pure evil. Be reasonable, seahorse monkeys. You can't kill us, we're famous.
You can't execute us. We're the freelance police.
Killing us would bring down the wrath of legions of fans and licensors.
Not to mention the ASPCA.
We no like killing. Speak for self. But we must act on will of High Priest. He our only conduit to mighty feet.
Mighty feet? Be reasonable, seahorse monkeys.
Think about what you're doing. You seem like a fairly reasonable group of, what are you anyway?
We are the Underfoot, protectors of the sacred home of Ranakao, the volcano god.
The air breathers call us ocean chimps. We no like that name.
Sea monkeys. Mr. Spatula is pure evil.
Your high priest is a false prophet.
That very serious claim to make could make us lose tax-exempt status. How you back it up?
With a fillet knife and some sushi rice.
Kill them!
Enough of these lies.
We know that imposter is lying because Max is the true high priest.
He does have feet. Maybe Shula's dog speaks the truth.
Look, we ancient civilization that worship giant feet who speak to us through ghostfish, High Priest. We're not gullible. If White One with mouth truly is High Priest, he prove it by fulfilling the ancient prophecies.
I bet there are 3 of them.
He knows our ancient traditions. Maybe he really is the chosen one.
Ancients say that an outsider will be anointed by the feet.
The feet will recognize him.
And he will perform great miracle to feed his people. What was water becomes delicious treat. And the island itself will show us the face of the true High Priest.
He appears before us in the living rock.
How does Max get anointed by the feet?
Explain this whole anointed by the feet business.
The great feet speak to us through the High Priest. The outsiders stand under the great feet. They move to show they accept him.
How should Max feed your people?
What kind of miracle are you guys looking for?
Prophecies say the High Priest feed us all by turning water to Banang.
Ah, that's in Walking Dead. The video games, Banang.
A delicious banana flavored drink that fortified with essential vitamins and minerals. Niacin!
Riboflavin!
You can see it all over the place. Bottles of Banang. How should Max's true face appear?
What do you mean about the island showing his true face?
Prophecies say image of true High Priest will appear to us in the cavern. That prove our High Priest is the one. Look!
You mean that image of Max?
What? You crazy? That no look anything like Max.
Max have 2 ears.
That just a seashell. Rock next to it look exactly like High Priest though.
It miracle!
Gotta do something
All
about
right,
it then.
Max, in a nutshell.
We believe it when we see it.
We're fair people. We give you until sundown. You prove White One is High Priest, and we no kill you.
Okay, okay. Yeah.
We'll be back.
Remember, death at sundown. Don't
The feet thing. Yeah, these are the feet of all the different statues, aren't they? Yeah, the 3 of them. So it's probably something to do with the
It's the entrance to the lava machine.
That only
different
used by
statues.
High Priest.
We're in his entourage.
His entourage is just me. Only I can open magic door.
How do I leave?
It's that sea snail's disgusting red residue.
Wait, what's that thing there? A frisbee? I can't quite read, it's a bit too blurry. Mold surfboard.
Max?
I was hungry.
Hey, it's our missing bowling ball.
Lou!
I'd assumed he'd gone on strike.
Comments like that are yet another reason you need to get me that harpoon gun.
Crates. A hatch.
Wow, we really are off course, man.
4, 8, 15, 16, 23, 42.
I don't feel like waiting around for years to find out.
Yeah, I guess it was around the time when Lost was popular, I suppose. 2007. Actually, it was, yeah. It's the hatch.
It's a silver gong.
Need to do something about the middle statue. Triangle, kettle.
Nothing says remote tropical island like the kettle drum.
Except dysentery.
I'd better not. Last time I played the bongo, I started a bloody decades-long tribal war.
Best open mic night ever.
Moai scat. Purely decorative.
Took a bit longer than you expected. What did you get? Not much. Well, they did drink the water from the Fountain of Youth, Sam and Max, so they were children for a brief moment. And the severed head of the statue of Abe Lincoln just... Well, let's just say that he made Sybil cry and she ran off crying. Well, there we go. A tuna sandwich. Been craving tuna for a while now. Well, the thing I'm looking for, I can't find it.
I think it's a D sharp. He needs more cowbell. Alas, Gene.
Or maybe actually, no, never mind. I think I might already have what I need.
Hello, chimps.
Dead dog walking.
You worship feet?
So let me get this straight. You worship feet?
Yes, the great feet that hang over us always.
Isn't that like a fetish? A feet fetish?
The first toe go into the world to bring food to his people, while the second watch over his people always.
And the third one went to the market? Yeah.
The third teach us to appreciate bounty of nature, while the fourth
I could
teach
see
us
where this was
purity of the
going.
fast. One have roast beef, one have none. And when the end times come, the fifth toe return to deliver his people home to paradise. Wee, wee, wee! All the way home.
The feet shall now anoint Max.
We want to get Max anointed up.
Okay.
I thought it was like they wished they had feet themselves, but no. But I think that it's part of the thing, I believe.
Do you recognize
They
this
hope to
white
have some
stranger as your
someday.
servant?
Praise to the true high priest.
Look, feet move.
He must be high priest.
Uh-huh, that's right. Bring the love. Good to see you too, mighty feet.
Sign is clear. Mighty feet anoint you as high priest.
Give blessing.
But you still not satisfy all three prophecies. Rules very explicit on this. Show us two more and we're convinced.
Oh yeah, can you get this reference? Perhaps? If you look at it.
Hey, Max, keep on the lookout for rogue polar bears.
I always do.
Yeah, if you have to take a good look at the hatch.
Hey, Max, keep on the lookout for rogue polar bears.
I always do.
Ah, there's a radio in there.
The plane's radio still seems to be working.
4, 8, 15, 16, 23, 42. Does that ring a bell? Those numbers hatched onto a hatch. in the jungle on an island where there are polar bears. Snake! Snake! No, that was a reference to the TV show Lost. This is Bosco. Attention, Charlie in the Oscar. You're listening to 107.7 KSAM. We are observing your Earth.
We are observing your Earth. We
Yeah, it's kind of old at this point.
Prepare to meet your doom.
We heard that, Bosco. We are not amused.
Yep, let's go back to Bosco's. Whee! Ah, well, there's Bosco's Inconvenience Store. Like it. Well, there was Banang in his store. Ah, yeah, Banang. There we go.
Think Bosco would mind if we helped ourselves?
And like I said earlier, you see these in the Walking Dead games by the same dev.
Should be plenty.
The only thing I can remember from Lost is mostly just me and my dad binge watching the show for hours. Well, I did that too, just by myself though. My dad couldn't watch all the episodes when they aired on TV, so because he couldn't understand after missing 1 or 2 episodes, he couldn't quite get into it. Well, I have Banang. Banang. My dad has a DVD set of it or something, so he watched it sometimes.
Hey, chimps, watch as High Priest Max performs a great miracle.
Almighty feet, hear my command! What was once water, make flavorful drink for my people. What was once colorless, make yellow.
That's not impressive.
What was once without sustenance, make enriched with calcium, which is something our bodies need anyway.
There's more magnesium, I think, in bananas.
Eureka! Banang!
Banang! Banang! Eat like a party in the moat. Miracle! Mighty feet grant you great power. But you're still not High Priest yet.
Yeah, I know. There's one thing left to do. My face must appear on the Maxish clam.
Another one of nature's horrifying wonders.
Now, I gotta agree with the chimps, Sam. That looks nothing like me.
Right. Let's see.
It's that sea snail's disgusting red residue. It's an incontinent sea snail. I hope that's red ink and not something else.
The world beneath the sea is both wondrous and completely disgusting.
Let's go back to the overworld. Now I think there's something you have to do about the red stain. Like, she can't get her counter to be clean, there was always that red stain on it. But what if it was all red? Nobody could see the stain anymore.
Hiya, Stinky.
What? Oh.
Sells water and lemon for blood. Oh, wear red, dumbass.
Nuh-uh.
No, that's not how you use it. Come on, come on. Is that a blood stain?
What are you cleaning up? Is that a blood stain?
Don't be ridiculous. Blood? You act like I killed Stinky or something. Grandpa Stinky.
Oh boy, intrigue!
Oh, this is just cherry marinara sauce for the meatball banana split pie Italiano.
Well, that does sound tasty.
What happened to the old Stinky?
Whatever happened to the original Stinky anyway?
He retired. Went on an around-the-world cruise.
Stinky hated traveling. And water.
And the world!
Yeah, well, he must have changed his mind. So are you two going to order anything?
Tell Grandpa Stinky we said hello.
Next time you hear from him, tell Grandpa Stinky we said hello.
Oh, I don't think we'll be hearing from him ever again.
Because you sent him on a permanent vacation?
No, because he was a cheapskate and I refuse collect calls. What is it with you guys?
I've go to Easter Island.
Have you ever been to Easter Island?
Oh, sure. I lived there for a few years when I was growing up. My au pair was surfing legend Miki Dora.
Mythomaniac.
I know.
What can you tell us about Easter Island?
It's kind of boring, actually. There used to be a tiki bar near the fountain that was pretty good. Terrible service, though.
Oh, maybe she's actually been there then.
What else can you tell us about Easter Island?
Don't drink the water.
What's the special today?
Oh, it's just a sandwich I whipped up for the Camp David Middle East Peace Summit in 2000. Roast beef, Munster cheese on a slab of granite on sliced sourdough. Nothing special.
A slab of granite?
Yeah, you know, for texture. On the kids' menu, I substitute a slab of basalt. It's easier for the little ones to digest.
We're ready to order.
There was something about it. Yeah, the one of the statues mentioned something like that.
Sure, granite sandwich coming right up.
I'm probably gonna need it at some point, I guess.
I wanted the other special.
Oh, sorry. That's for kids only. FDA regulations.
Give Max the kids special.
Max would like the kids special.
That's for kids only.
But I have a childlike sense of wonder.
Hey, I don't make the rules.
Then who does? I need to know. Green salad with cracked nuts. Soft-boiled eggs on waffles.
We like the soft-boiled eggs on waffles with coffee, extra cream.
Sal, get me Scooter Libby on a glockenspiel with Mike Tyson singing alto.
Okay, never mind.
I'm not that hungry.
If you say so.
Bye, Stinky. It's a gong with no gonger.
Where's J.P. Morgan when you need her?
I didn't get that last one, no.
What are you guys doing?
Red improves digestion.
Don't try to argue with feng shui, Stinky. It's science.
I never really expected that to work.
Because that makes a red gong. Whee! Yeah, because to become kids, I need to drink from the fountain, and then she will give Max the kid special. Because if I don't connect the portal triangle with Stinky's Diner, they will revert back to their adult forms before they can get there. We'd like the kids special. Let's hurry.
Miss Stinky.
What do you boys want? Do you have money to pay?
So adorable.
Drop the attitude, lady. I'm the president.
Max.
President's adorable nephew here for a visit.
Well, since I know the president personally, I guess it's okay.
Yeah, because Max is
What's
actually
your
the
order?
president of the United States in the series. At this point, anyway. We'd like the special.
We like the special.
You're in luck, boys. I've got one already made. One basalt sandwich coming up.
Yep, he decapitated the fake, robotic, evil president in the first season.
Aren't you gonna cut the crusts off?
I've, misplaced my knife.
You probably left it in the real Stinky's body. It's an honest mistake.
Oh, that's silly, you little rascals. Now, run along and play before I call child services.
Mm-hmm. I like how Max said earlier, when he turned back into an adult, "Oh, I now feel an irresistible urge to vote Republican," or something like that. Now that he's an adult again. Like, oops. Let's see.
Max said that volcanoes were cool, and you were stupid for wanting to stop it. And when I told him to shut up, he pulled out a gun and shot at me.
Nuh-uh, Sam started it.
Look, I'm not good with kids. Can I just give you some money or something to make you go away?
Moai head.
Hey, look. We got you a mouth-watering basalt sandwich.
Yep, they turned back to adults.
It's been a while. What about the rabbity guy? Is he cool?
More or less.
All right, quick, before my carvers get back. Oh, man. That is some kind basalt.
Dude, don't bogart the sandwich.
Oh, man. It's like I can taste colors.
Get a load of Cheech over here, Max. He's lit up like an arsonist birthday cake.
No way, Sam. It's been like 5 seconds. He can't be that much of a lightweight.
Oh, yeah? Watch.
We just killed your puppy.
Sorry, sir. We just accidentally killed your puppy.
You crack me up, little dude. Oh, whoa. Hey, you guys want to order a pizza?
I really like that you can't tell if she truly did or didn't kill the old Stinky. What if none of this is real?
Well, what if we're like all dreaming now, and what we think is a dream is really reality?
That would explain why I'm always showing up at places with no clothes on.
Dude. Wait, what?
Peace out.
Later, dudes.
That must have been some pretty good shit. Something must have changed. Oh.
It finally shook loose.
Yeah, that fell from the ceiling. Okay, so now we have an extra ear for this Maxish clam.
Make sure you get my good side, Sam.
You have a good side? Look, over here. It's an image of the true high priest, Max.
How'd that get there? Look just like him. It uncanny. That appear completely out of nowhere. Mighty feet. Show us face of true high priest. Prophecies are fulfilled. The feet have spoken. True high priest has returned.
People of the feet, all shall love me and despair.
Don't mind that now, little buddy.
High priest, take rightful place on altar.
Instead of a king, you shall have a queen.
We've got to get up there and stop that volcano.
So wait, we still get to kill them now, yes? No. Now we deal with imposter.
Mr. Spatula.
Phony so-called High Priest, what have you to say for self?
Yeah, what gives, Mr. Spatula? I thought we were pals.
He say pals? Ha ha ha! Then he spit derisively. Now he say, me welcome death. Better than suffer tyranny of imprisonment on stale fish flakes.
I knew I should have taken him for more walks. I blame myself.
I blame you too.
No, he say, you think you won, Sam and Max. You really just step in trap. I send Triangle to summon you here, and you stupid primitives to waste your time.
We not primitive. We have cell phones.
He say, now you too late to stop Volcano. Fascist oppressor Sam and Max get herbal tea and foot rubs once and for all.
Well, that doesn't sound so bad.
Yeah, herbal tea. Cool.
Now he say, that not what I said at all. Me confused, not herbal tea and foot robes, rain of fire and drowning magma. I always mix
We
those
should have
up.
taken the express pod.
Now he say, come Sam and Max, come to your doom. In my spectral form, I am invincible. Ha ha, ha ha, ha ha.
Evil goldfish ghost.
Now he say, my medallion! No! Cannot be! What world? What world?
Take him to the sacrificial toilet bowl.
Uh-oh. There was a button, a big red button for emergencies.
No time, Max. We're too late to stop the volcano. What do we do?
There.
It says, in case of emergency.
Press it, Sam, press it.
It is
suppose
an
now
emergency.
As good a time as any. I wonder what that did.
What?
Nothing more we can do here, Max. Let's go up top and check out the situation.
What?
Which means going back into the pod.
Hey, look. I had the parking brake on that whole time. Whoops.
Well, it's a bit faster than before. Okay, so there was that medallion. Where is it now? Oh, this way? Ah, there it is.
It's the official signet of the Ocean Chimp's High Priest.
Don't I get to wear it?
We don't have a chain long enough to fit around your enormous head, chum.
Whee! There might not have been any need for the bowling ball after all. Okay, so that must have done something on the surface.
Bloody-nosed Euclid doing the Eucharist on a nitro-burning catamaran.
That's the second biggest Bermuda Triangle I've ever seen.
Seems to be spinning out of control, too.
Oh.
Well, there goes our only way home.
I fail to see how this is helpful in an emergency.
This is it. The volcano is about to explode.
Bogus.
Help us, Sam and Max.
Bogus. Wait, what? Oh! Okay, hold on. Oh boy. Ah, come back. Uh-huh. This one. No, with the triangle.
I hope there's nobody on the other side of that triangle.
I don't care.
You said it, dude, bro.
You've done it. You've broken the prophecy. You've saved our ancient civilization from destruction.
Hooray! So, sweet thing. Now that's
Dude,
over
bro.
with. Let's say you and I find somewhere private to get sedimentary.
Yeah, I think we should spend some time apart.
Your loss. Can I get a ride with you guys?
Our portal back home is gone.
We're gonna have to swim!
Do you float, Mr. Lincoln?
Only one way to find out.
I get to ride on his dewlap!
You can only call that once we get in the water.
So, what do we do now?
I guess we just sit here for another few thousand years.
Yeah.
That sucks.
I was gonna say that. That sucks. I'm gonna play another episode. I have time. Do we find out where the lava went? I can't even recall. It's been a while since I played this. There are sometimes certain things that they set up like here and now, and then it's not until the next season when you find out what that was about. The third season I actually never played, so I might actually get it. I had the first 2 seasons on Wii. This is my first time playing this season on PC. The third season, by the time it came out, I guess they figured it wasn't worth putting on the Wii, I suppose. It was pretty cool because you got the entire season on one disc. And our favorite person, you. Set.
Dude.
Okay. I don't remember what that ties into. Gonna have to close this one. Open up another, and now I need to set the thing here so that it works properly. Okie dokie. Well, there we go. Music is great. Jazz music is always good. I agree. I like jazz music myself. Okay, all the options are set properly.
You have interfered with my plans.